Among other rare species of the Alakol Lake registered in the list of globally endangered species of the International Red Book are Dalmatian pelicans, ferruginous ducks and tropical stiff-tailed ducks, the inhabitants of outlandish delta lakes which avoid appearing in noisy places where fishing and other commercial activities are carried out. Dalmatian pelicans always stay in colonies, often adjacent to those inhabited by cormorants. They build their massive nests on swing moors where they lay between 2 and 4 eggs. Rest in the nesting places is an important condition for their peaceful existence. Therefore, preserved areas are an escape for them, which are well protected from human interference. Living purely on fish and feeding their younglings with it, they strongly depend on the status of fish reserves. The depletion of fish in the lakes and pollution of the water bodies always results in a loss of these beautiful birds. Nine species of fish occur in the alakol-sassykol lakes and rivers, which are endemic only to Central Asian water bodies. Among them are such endemic species as the Lake Balkhash perch, the River Ili marinka, the Tibetan and stone loaches, and the osman. Great diversity is typical for the world of reptiles, particularly in sandbars and stony deserts. 15 species of lizards occur here, including toad agama, Phrynocephalus genus, inhabiting only the Ili and Alakol depressions and registered in the Red Book. The Pevtsov toad is a mysterious inhabitant of water bodies. The Central Asian tortoise has been preserved in the desert between the Sassykol and Balkhash lakes, which occurs here at the northeastern border of its habitat. Just 100 years ago, the Turan tiger lived in the Alakol and Sassykol reed jungles, and flocks of Asiatic wild donkeys, saiga antelope and Persian gazelle grazed in the desert. However, they've disappeared. The development of desert ecosystems threatens the existence of other endemic species such as the Betpakdala dormouse, which occurs only in Kazakh deserts, including the Alakol region.
Мне вот как-то сказали, что в пойме Тентека, ну как это так, вы обнаружили участки...
I was asked, is it true that you have discovered areas of steppe vegetation in the floodplains of the Tentek River? This is explained by environmental diversity. Secondly, there are a lot of phytocenoses here. For example, in the Jalanashkol area, there are plants with unusual floral orientation, unusual in their composition. This is the phytocenosis containing the Zaisan saxaul, Elinia regilia, and the Przewalski ephedra. These are relic and endemic species, 5 species registered with the Red Book, located on a relatively small territory. This is therefore a large figure. The alakol-sassykol wetlands are truly unique. The harmonic coexistence of human beings, various species of birds and animals in this small, prosperous island makes us think about its future, about our future. We have no other territory, and if the territory of the Alakol National Park is expanded, we will only benefit in the future. The Alakol area should be preserved for our grandchildren and great-grandchildren. It is a well-known fact that the territory of the Alakol State National Park is not sufficient to effectively preserve the rare and unique species of local fauna. Therefore, thanks to the implementation of a joint project of the Global Environmental Facility, UNDP, and the Committee for Forestry and Hunting of the Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Kazakhstan, aimed at preserving priority and globally important wetlands, the expansion of the preserved area is under completion. Its expanded territory will include 9 areas, which will increase the area of protected lands and lakes by more than double. It is also necessary to promote the close cooperation of all entities, their mutual understanding and interaction, so that the region and its unique inhabitants will continue to exist during many years for future generations. In ancient times, while anticipating his death, the holy elder Korkit left in search of the promised land to hide from the witcheries of the angel of death, Azrael. But where was that land? Many days and nights he rode his trustworthy camel Jelmai across the world. Korkit saw many lands, but there was no land among them where he could be at rest from his toils. One day, when the bitterness of his disappointment and fatigue was creeping into his heart, and he could feel the cold breath of Azrael behind him, Jelmai, the camel's feet, touched the ground. Lo and behold, this was the long-hoped-for land that he had been looking for so long. It was full of light and peace, and his heart full of joy, the holy elder played the kubiz, and the sounds of his music soared like birds carrying magical beauty to the unlimited expanse of the steppes. And all that lived, being in peace and rest, listened to that music. With this, his death receded. This old legend lives in the memories of many people who live in the continent called Eurasia. It is passed on from generation to generation, thus reminding people of the infinity of creation, the triumph of life over death, and is thus an anthem of beauty and harmony. We would like to believe that man will do everything to preserve this piece of nature for our descendants. We believe that, unlike the holy elder Korkit, they will not have to wander around the world in search of the promised land, all the more so as it is located so close.